calling all ballers.
Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a great evening. Welcome to Calling All Ballers. Enough of my ugly mug. Let's bring on our co-host. Let's bring Papa Brad on. Hey, Papa.
Hey, what's happening? What's
Hey,
happening?
how's it going? How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful evening.
I typed something in the chat and it said I was you. So we're a little confused here. We're popping up slides that don't need to be popped up. I'm typing as you, so we're getting started though.
It's all good.
Welcome to Calling All Ballers.
Yep. Well, welcome. Big thank you to you and Brooklyn for hosting last week.
We held down the fort. It was tough. It was hard without you being here, but you know, the show went on. We got it done. But I'm glad you're back. High scores. I'm tired. It feels all the heavy lifting on this one.
I don't know about that. It's great to be back. Vegas was fun, but I was glad to get home. That is a crazy town. But anyhow, welcome everyone. I'll just holler out some people. You know, Sacro's in the chat. Welcome, Sacro. Michelle, it's great to see you. Who else am I listening here? I'm sure there's gonna be some more. My family.
Family.
Always great to have you here. So what a week. There's been a lot. There's a lot going on this week. There's a lot of AtGames. There's tournaments galore, and there's some tournament news. I've seen your video there on the new ALU, and what a nice job AtGames has done with that with the sound.
Oh yeah, yeah. You talking about this one right here?
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
that
video's doing very well.
Yep. The artwork on that is just amazing. I really think they've really done a good job with the artwork on there. I think the interface really looks good. I guess it's a paywall now, I guess, to open up the other files, but you know, it is what it is there. But
I mean, this is really for I think the people that are new, the people are just looking for a multi-cade for $550. You know, everything that I'm putting on YouTube, you don't need to pay for anything to make it work. It's all through bringing your own game.
That is awesome.
So, you know, and there's not a lot that's really applicable right now, unless you want to run a PC to the ALU. I mean, the extra features to me aren't worth it yet, you know.
And the ALU and the ALP too. Congratulations. You're now you and Team McCloskey are now affiliate links. So if you haven't got in or you're looking for that great Christmas gift, you can save a little bit of coin by going through Papa. And...
Yeah. We're giving like a $50 off coupon for any pinball table. Pretty much they have.
So yeah,
it's pretty sweet, you know, because you know I'll give away $50, you know.
You haven't noticed
twist my arm.
That's
right.
I'm official now, guys. I've got my official.
That's it. You're legit, man.
Go legit, skull.
Cheers.
Absolutely. My family's cooking dinner tonight while listening. Thank you, my family. It's always great to have you here. So, got a little burr underneath my butt a little bit, and I want you in the chat. You know, comment. Tell me what you think. There was some chatter in the community, some gripes about the 4K, and we're not truly getting 4K quality. And there may be some validity in that, and there may be truth to that. But the long story short, man, these games play amazing. I'm curious. Let me know in the chat. Do you even care? Do you care if this is 4K? Do you care if it's 1080p? And there was some assumptions that, you know, it was 420 or 720. Man, these games play amazing. I don't give two craps if it's am I wrong? Am I out of line on this? I mean,
I think absolutely not. I mean, you know, I think, you know, all I care about is the games are fun to play, you know.
Absolutely.
And that we can compete and the leaderboards work. That's important to me.
Yeah.
If the leaderboards weren't working, I would be more upset, you know.
Now the leaderboards are working. They could do some tweaking on those leaderboards. There's some things I'd like to see a little different on those leaderboards to be more.
They need to make I still say they need to make the Zen leaderboards bigger because a 50-player max is ridiculous for AtGames.
Yep.
We hit that easily on Arcade Talk with our show.
Yes.
We're not a gigantic company like AtGames, so
yep.
They really just need to add more players and give us ranking and let us know. I don't care.
Yep.
If I'm 55, am I 103? Just tell me what I ranked at the end of the tournament.
Yeah, my family says
two asks.
Yeah, my family says it should be 4K, but it's still fun though. Yeah, and I didn't look up the statistic. Maybe your eyeballs truly see the 4K. I don't know, but when I go to the store, the only difference I really see if I look at a 4K or 1080p, and it may be my eyesight may be jacked up, is maybe the OLEDs, OLs, however you say it, looks a little bit different. But I don't think it matters. As long as the gameplay is fun and the lag is gone, which they've adapted beautifully with that, in my opinion. Sacro here, he's show this here. He's mostly I think most people are upset with the significant price increase from the HD to the 4K when it seems that it's not entirely justified. I think it is, though.
I think if I look at AtGames, they've done everything they can to make it more affordable. Look at what they've done to try to make it more affordable without lessening the value of everyone's pinball machine. Because let's face it, High Scores on Tap, the cheapest price something is ever sold for, that is the value of that product. Period.
Yeah.
Going forward, once that bell is rung at a low price, that's the value of it. Period. I don't want my machine devalued.
No,
that's my opinion of it, but.
No, and I think it's not apples and apples when you're comparing an HD to a 4K, because they're two totally different machines. They're both great machines. Don't get me wrong.
A different operating system to start.
Different operating systems, and AtGames has not left the HD people behind. Mm-hmm. They are coming out with new games. There are tournaments going on this week with the HD, so you can still compete with the 4K. You've even I think Genie is in the Flipper Friends this week for HD, so you can still compete even if you don't have the 4K, and it's a scalable hobby. So you can start out small. You can start out with an HD, and you can go OTG, and then on down the road go to 4K. So I think it's money well spent, in my opinion there. But I don't know. I'm getting all over the place here, and oh my goodness, what are you doing?
Those are good points.
Got a stowaway here.
Oh, wow, there you go.
Yeah, we rescued this one from the pound not too long ago.
Wow,
first kitty,
adorable.
Yeah, little Lucifer there. she's crashing the party.
Yeah, and I think people come at it at different entry points, right? Like some people, they've always been in AtGames. They might have had the HD. They might have put on the buy stuff back box. They might have modded it and done a lot to it, OTG'd it, done a lot to it. And then there are people that this is their first experience getting a 4KP.
Yeah.
And they're just in heaven. They're loving it,
And
so I think that's two different customers though. There's a customer that was already into AtGames. Then there's new people that are coming in, new blood.
Yep.
That, their first experience is on this new operating system with the 4KP. So I can understand both sides of it for sure.
Yep, and then you hit the nail on the head. New blood. We need new blood, because if they're not selling new product,
we're in trouble.
This becomes dead.
Yeah,
they're going to obtain so many licenses, and it can only go so far. We need the new blood. We need more buyers. We more people in the community, and I think we're getting that. I see more people in the community now than I think I ever have. Of course, you've obviously been in it a lot longer than I have. But things definitely look a lot better now than what it did 2 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. The AtGames community is blowing up. It's on fire. It's growing by leaps and bounds. So
yep. And I'm real happy to see that. That brings a smile on my face. So I don't know. Like I said, it just gets a little burn on my butt. I do peruse the different sites and the chat groups and everything, and I like seeing what's good and seeing what's bad and what people are gripes about, and to see that people really complain, hey, it's not 4K, maybe you're right, but as long as it's playable.
What I like about this, bringing it down, we say it is expensive, but it's a much more affordable price point than a $4,000 or $5,000 4K equipped custom virtual pinball. This is not the $4,000, $5,000 price range. I mean, for now $11.50, you can get a base model, and play all these great Zen games, and there's no difference. You can be on the same leaderboards.
Yeah,
I think it's a fantastic win for virtual pinball. And everything's optimized. It's easy mode. Like can you do this? Like are there other ways? Can you go and do it? With a homebrew element, you can. But this is totally easy mode. Just plug it in, put in your information, and you're off. You're playing. It's easy.
Yep. You're absolutely right. And before, I just stumbled across the HD when I first came across it. I was getting ready to put down the money, the $6,000 or whatever for the V pen and whatever. And it's like, man, this is a commitment. And then when the HD, it's like, man, this is just good. It can't get any better than this. And then lo and behold, I go to Chicago. I was like, holy moly, But
yeah. I mean, they had work to do. They had to roll up their sleeves and they had to get the work done, which included completely redoing the tables from scratch. Yep. Which was pretty much what I kind of figured from the beginning. That's probably what they're going to have to do. But I'm just going to call it for what it is right now. The shot accuracy when you're playing on an AtGames pinball cabinet is better than even OTG with I have a ruthless computer running it.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of power, it's because it's optimized to one cabinet. Everyone has the same cabinet. No one has an advantage or disadvantage. So from a competitive standpoint, high scores on tap, this is fantastic.
It is.
It's a level playing field. Everyone has the same software, the same machine, the same hardware.
Exactly.
And it's perfect for virtual pinball tournaments.
It is. It really.
I'd like to see them do more with it, but for a starting point, they're at a very good starting point.
And there's some real wizards, behind the scenes. You're talking about starting point because it's open, just kind of like the videos that Kev Rotter or whoever came out with it. I think we're just scratching the surface on what this thing's capable of doing. I think it's so much more that we just don't know yet. I just don't think we have all the answers. And Tampa Tech and his, the different mods that he has, and I'm excited. It's an exciting time and an exciting product, for definitely sure.
Well, just getting, like you said, like the screensaver mode, like that's running behind you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chaotic BPR. That is pretty ruthless. Like having that play in the background, it's pretty sweet,
Yeah.
It just gets better and better. Like everything about it, unlike a lot of stuff in home arcade, everything about the 4KP is getting better and better.
That it is.
And that's why you're seeing so many people at Turncoat, and they're all trading in their Arcade 1-Up hats and putting on an AtGames hat. Because this is the newfangled goodness.
It really is.
This is the wave to the future. And even with the ALU, it's using the operating system they're going to use on their next gen arcade when they make it.
Yeah.
But it will have a way bigger screen, a 27-inch screen.
That's
which
crazy.
Is like candy cabinet size.
That's crazy.
So, but
it's exciting times. Exciting. Looking forward to it. I guess I'm gonna shift gears a little bit because it just come to my mind. I don't know if did you watch the fight last night? Did you see the Mike Tyson fight?
I actually watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched when I could when my Netflix wasn't crashing. But
if I had $1 for everyone that said Mike Tyson would knock him out in the first round, I would have 100. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was, it was interesting to me. Was it real? That's my question.
I don't know.
You'll never know, right? We'll never know. But they made their money. They got to roll home with the bags of cash. But
Hey, Carlo, thanks for joining. You as well as Wingo. Glad you are here as well. I tell you, for me, in the 80s, and growing up, it was all about the Mike Tyson. I can remember being in school, and my parents never would pony up the money for the pay-per-view event.
Pay-per-views, yeah.
Because it was a pay-per-view event, and I'd have to wait to go to the school the next day. It's like, man, he knocked him out in 23 seconds. Like, oh man. So the nostalgia of it, just to be, because it's the first time I've ever really got to see the actual Mike Tyson fight and not be a pay-per-view event, because I was too young back then and my parents didn't have. And I think my favorite thing of the whole thing, if you can go back and watch that restream, you might be able to disagree with me, to see him walk in that jacket he was wearing, that Iron Mike jacket.
Oh,
that jacket was so fly, dude. That was pretty nostalgia for me. That was really brought me back.
Let's just call it for what it is. Respect to Mike Tyson. He did hold his own. Absolutely. At his age against a young boxer. And
absolutely.
I thought it was interesting. He was biting his gloves.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I have a biting fixation. And it's like, at least he didn't bite off the guy's ear, you know?
Oh man. But I enjoyed it thoroughly. I mean,
it was entertaining. I will say this. I mean, I was like, I was surprised it went the distance, quite frankly. But I mean, part of me wonders, were they really tagging each other as hard as they could, you know? Because I mean, they both seem like they're pretty capable boxers. I don't follow boxing closely, but from what I was watching, they were tagging each other, but not like you would normally see in a heavyweight fight.
Their gloves were had an extreme amount of weights on, so the power of that wasn't as forceful as if they had unlighted gloves. And I forget the girl's name, but the women's box, they were beating the hell out of each other. That was the other matches were good as well. As what I'm getting at. So it was pretty nostalgic. It made me want to break out my Nintendo and play some Mike Tyson's Punch Out and some Glass Joe and some Ball Bull.
That's where it's at, man. That is more retro than Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Come on now.
Oh man, so yeah, it was a good time last night for sure. So I guess I need to keep this train moving because I told you we are going to be probably one of the shortest streams on YouTube. I know y'all are busy. Y'all got crap to do tonight. So let's talk a little bit of tournaments. So we got
absolutely
calling all ballers. So this is the point system. So the points are cumulative. And don't get discouraged if you're just now joining us. Man, I'm not going to win the top prize because somebody is going to walk away with a super pocket. It's going to be a random winner when this thing closes. But we will pull up Lucky Fruit. This was a fun pinball table for me. Anyhow.
Very fun retro table.
Very much so. A little bit of cussing, but I did have fun with this. But we had a few players and call those out. So coming in way too fast for you at 240,600. Checkout Girl, thank you for playing 439,500. Herb Wars, 439,800. That's just so close right there. Really, all of these scores are really neck and neck. Michelle L, 467,200. Absolutely. Sacro, 479,700. Thank you, Sacro. There you are, Papa Brad, 550,900. And just edging you out was Fail at 585,100. Nico 69,369, 585,100. Yo 607,000 even.
Right.
Amused to Death Gregory 608,600. High Scores on tap 624,600.
Good job, High Scores.
Edging me out was Gazoo 30 at 634,600. And then
we have your time. Here's the High Scores.
Here's the high score, but coming in next is Hunter at 708,000. But nudging him out was Steph Beck 64,140 at 810,500. And Z and A, he is climbing up there at 883,400. But look at this amazing score from 404 Error at 909,000.
Amazing.
900. And Cyril, no surprise there at 986,800. This
almost got the million.
Almost got the million. This was
that bat box? That's pretty high. It's got to be pretty up there.
Hey, Brooklyn Menace joined us. Thank you for joining us, Brooklyn. Thank you for hosting last week. You did a great job. Appreciate you filling in for me there as I'm slumming it in Las Vegas there. Got Brad all choked up. Got me choked up as well. Great job last week. But Lucky Fruit was, like I said, that was a fun game. Challenging, to say the least. But that was lucky.
Yeah, I like these retro tables. I just put on some classic rock or something I want to listen to in the background, and I love them. They're fun.
Yes, they are fun. All these tables.
I like playing like a story-driven game like Knight Rider, where you really want to listen to the table because it's like a story. I mean, this is more like pinball, like you'd play in a bar, right?
Yeah,
it's like the old school pinball, but it's really done well. On a lot of fun to play.
It really was.
With the SSF, it's pretty unreal.
Oh, that SSF, man!
It sounds like the ball. I mean, it literally sounds like a real pinball machine.
So if you're So if you're just joining in, if you're thinking about getting the 4K and you haven't pulled the trigger, well, number one, if you do pull the trigger, make sure you go to Papa Brad to get that $50 referral link. But you need to get it with that SSF. I'm telling you that really.
Yeah, the SSF is 100% worth it. I mean,
yep.
You can always add it down the road, but I mean, if you can, it's any way you can get it from the get-go, it's the way to go.
And if you can't, and you got to get it later, remember, it installs with just a screwdriver.
Just a screwdriver. Don't be cussing me. Don't be cussing me when you get that box of parts and you see what all you have to do, lifting the screen off, taking it all apart. But, all it takes is a screwdriver. That is correct.
It is. So we'll look at the next one, and it's a really fun one. Is shooting the rapid, if I can say it correctly. Me, I did not have this. I still have my HD. I brought it to work, and I don't have shooting the rapids on my 4K. So I was trying to sneak in work early in the mornings to get that play. I just need to download it to my 4K, which we probably need to talk about that here for a little bit. How big of a deal, Papa? Because I'm sure you've done this. Is getting a flash drive and putting the games on a flash drive.
Nothing. Just plug it in, format it, and you're done.
Yeah,
it's like 2 seconds. No big deal at all.
Yeah. So I think that's good.
I would just get a big one. I'd get a real big one, and then you're set. You
may be right. So the next question is,
worry about it ever again.
Can you run more than one flash drive? Because I got one playing
you can run
videos, and then
I have multiple. I have one running the track mode, and I have one running the everything that I'm saving. So you can have multiple.
So that will be my next gig, and put that video out. Anybody or you, Papa, on saving those games, because I'm getting a little nervous that internal storage is getting a little
filled up. I know,
getting a little full. And with a new table being released every week next year.
They got a lot coming.
So I may just need to run down to Walmart and get a terabyte there and just bite the bullet there. But we'll look at shooting the rapids here.
I don't think you need that big. Like I would get like 128 gigabyte one. That's more than enough. You're never going to run through that, most likely.
So we got shooting the rapids up. Like I said, this is a fun game. If you have not played this, do yourself a favor. Get this down. You have the drop target scores that are on the left side of the left side of the table there. You drop those down, you hit the special, and those points. That's where it's really gonna rack up. But way too fast for you at 166,530. Fail coming in at 556,350. Checkout Girl 736,800. High scores on tap 1,096,000. Papa Brad, you got me beat at 1,197,880. Herb Wars at 1,244,690. Michelle L at 1,428,280. Ragdemeyer, thanks for playing, 1,553,820. And then it jumps up there from here. Hunter coming in at 2,143,900. 404 Error, 2,270,950. Nico 69,369, 2,390,820. And Wyo just edged him out at 2,487,350. Sacro coming in at 2,509,000. Excellent score. 770. Steph Beck 64,140. This is one that's rising in the polls each week at 2,734,270. Gregory posting amazing score there at 3,064,000. Z and A 3,079,870. I will not be surprised if this guy Z and A is going to be competing for the top prize by the time we all said and done. Gazoo 30, great score, 3,938,650, and no surprise there at Cyril at 5,074,590 points.
Wow.
Excellent scores indeed.
Cyril's getting on the back box.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna be a staple on the back box with Mad Ben Hand. He's getting on there.
Getting on there.
I mean, I'm looking at Lucky Fruit right here. He's number 2 right now. That's pretty amazing.
Crazy. So Wingo Retroactive Machine is ordered, not here yet. Hang in there, Wingo. There, it's coming. I'm not working for AtGames, but they're, I haven't had to deal with their customer service. Well, probably a handful of times I've had to deal with their customer service, and they have been spot on every single time in a timely matter. I can remember when I first got my HD, just mention their AtGames customer service. I had a button issue new out of the box, and I sent them all the information. I was a little annoyed at first. They want this information, that information, this information. I was like, God, just send me a button. But they didn't send me a button. I got a phone call instead, and they walked me over the phone for like 2 hours going through to fix my machine. So top notch to their customer service. I hope you never have to use them, but if you do, at least for me, they are top notch at AtGames. So they're doing a great job with that. It's just hard to wait.
It is hard to wait.
It's very, very hard to wait, especially when you get your tracking numbers or whatever for the days it shows up. You can't focus on work. You can't focus on
what they say, it's the slow boat from China, right? It takes a while. It takes a while. When you want that super good deal, sometimes it's worth the wait, to get that super good deal,
I will say, when you do get it in
for less money, if you're willing to wait, which is, it's fine.
When you do get it in, though, Wingo, I will say this. It goes together easy, but please don't rush through it. Not that you're going to make any mistakes or anything, but putting it together is part of the experience, man. That is part of the joy, man, the happiness. I had just as much satisfaction playing the game as I did putting it together, as weird as that may sound. So enjoy that ride when it does arrive for you there. So we did have a arcade game this week. It's up for debate. Gregory, if you're here, give us the official date. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't care. Let's just call it for Sacro. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
So
we can put the scores up.
We'll put the scores up there. It may be midnight at 12 o'clock on Thursday if it rolls over. If we need to be 12 o'clock on Thursday, so be it. But I've got Papa here. If we need to drop him down to second,
that's fine.
Close scores. Where it's Sacro at 7,790, Papa Brad at 8,030. Both great scores. Both great, excellent top tier players.
Yeah, shout out to Sacro. I mean, that is a killer score. That took some doing, high scores on tap. That was no walk in the park. I mean, that was you got to get way deep into the game to get there.
Yeah. And I remember as a kid,
I put up a short on my channel of what it looks like at the 8,030 points. Did you get the white robots? And they're like snipers, man. It's insane.
It is insane.
But I am going to give someone a hint. The key to doing well in this game is when you materialize on the screen, the first thing you need to do is you need to look for all the diagonal shots that can hit you and get out of that area. So that's my strategy. Immediately when I materialize, all I'm concerned about is getting out of any robot's diagonal shot. Because from there, you can pretty much, the straight shots are easy to hit. But where they'll get you is when they fire at a diagonal. So, but let's just call it this week for Sacro because I played this morning. And congratulations, Sacro. That's a respectable score.
Yeah. Team McCloskey's in there too at 3,000. Thanks for playing, team. I came in. I absolutely suck at this game at 2210. Gregory 1920. Fail at 890. Those are good scores. I will tell you, growing up and going to the retro arcades, to me, the quarters that you got or the tokens that you got when you're playing the game, they're sacred. What machine is going to get my coin or my token? And
high scores on tap. I mean, you know what's amazing? I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
No. Go ahead.
You know what's amazing is we're playing all the top tier games. I mean, we played Galaga. We played Frogger. We played Berserk.
Yes. Absolutely.
Where are all the players? We're playing Robotron. I mean, if you're a retro gamer, come drop a score. Take Papa Brad out. I'm putting my score in public. Yeah. I mean, come on. If you're a gamer, come take me out. Come on. I'm ready.
And if you have those arcade one-ups, a lot of these games we're playing, they're on arcade one-ups. Play it. Snap a picture.
Yeah. All you got to do is shoot a picture of your score.
Absolutely.
I don't care the platform.
But, I was gonna say, when I was young and playing the arcade, those quarters and those tokens, you had to be very selective of what coin, what you played. So I was very delicate. I can remember playing Berserk, at the arcade. Mm-hmm. Of course, I didn't have bukus of quarters or tokens. I really played this game when it came out on Atari on the 2600. I can remember as a kid, with my joystick sitting in front of that, big TV.
Well, Berserk was one of the best 2600 cards. It, along with Space Invaders and Yar's Revenge and a few others, that's what made the Atari 2600 so beloved. You know.
Yeah, yeah, and excellent gameplay. It was pure joy to play, and it still plays well. Still plays well to today.
Oh, yeah, how's the emulation on the AtGames Legends Ultimate?
It's phenomenal.
It's like dead on. It's like basically the same thing as having the arcade cabinet. It's so accurate.
And I didn't think there was different. I'm not an artist. I didn't know there's different pixelations of black. Mm-hmm. But the black screen on that is just, it's unlike any.
Yeah, they have the best black. I mean, for retro games, I mean, $550. You can't go wrong with an ALU.
Yeah,
it's a powerhouse. Whether you get an old one or this new one, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's a great machine to have if you like playing retro games.
Yeah, and I'm not a tech guru either, but I don't know what screen they use. Usually for these old retro games, you want to play on a CRT monitor because that was what we grew up with. That's what's in the arcade. Mm-hmm. But this obviously isn't a CRT. I guess it's an LCD. I don't know what magic fart unicorn stuff they did, but everything emulates so well.
Yeah, it's dead on these classic arcades. It's dead on.
It is.
Like you can go in the arcade and play and get the exact same results.
You're exactly right.
It is. It's crazy.
It is exactly correct. And I'm looking forward. I know you've got that nice new one from Sam's, but I kid you not, it's going to happen. We're going to do a live stream. I plan on at some point here modding this and getting the big pixel and light it up, and we're going to enhance the speakers. I'm going to totally molest this thing. As wrong as that sounds, we're going to do that mod one of these nights. So how about we let's pull up the game of the week. Let me pull this to the stage here.
Rage Quit Game of the Week.
So I'll pull up this other video. Because it is Robotron 2084. What's up, Mikey? Yeah. Glad you're here.
Let's go.
This game is awesome.
One of the greatest arcade games of all time. Thank goodness Eugene Jarvis broke his arm. So we got this wonderful game with dual stick control.
Yeah. There's something so satisfying about that stuff. So educate me. Is this based off the movie Robotron, or I thought Robotron came out later? Or is this?
No. I mean, this is based off, like, the inspirations were Berserk was one of the games that he was inspired by. But yeah, Robotron. This is Eugene Jarvis game, same person that made Defender.
Yeah. You would think I would know that, but I learn it every day.
And one control moves and one control shoot.
Yep.
Original prototype of this game used 2 Atari joysticks. Like the old Atari joysticks?
Oh, yeah.
They screwed them down on a board, and they had them next to each other to play the prototype game.
So, guys, y'all need to be getting in on this. It's super easy. Papa has so graciously at the top of this pinned the link for the iScore. You just click on that, you play the game, type in your name, post a picture, post your score. It's that simple.
It's easy.
It's real easy to do. You can play on anything. I mean, you can play on the computer if you've got it on your emulation, if you got it on your IRK, whatever you have that on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're playing on. You're playing it.
So the channel is all ballers, but everybody is absolutely. I want to see some people on those leaderboards this week. They're looking a little thin. There's no reason why you shouldn't be playing. And even with the pinballs, the shooting the rapids, and that's what we need to do. We need to talk about the games of this week. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's see here. Let's talk about this week. So we got Mystic Star Red Show Deluxe and a bonus game of Top Hand. That's what we're playing this week. And if you've got it on the computer or your Zen or play it, post a score. You don't have to have the AtGames. But all of these are going to be really good. Mystic Star is really, I'm having a lot of fun with that. You got to really play with that nudge. It kind of reminds you of Central Park. And if you want to practice your nudge skills and hone your nudge skills, play Central Park, because that was
it's all nudging.
Yeah, it's all nudging.
The whole game.
There's a lot of nudging in Mystic Star too. You nudge too much, you're gonna tilt. Red Show Deluxe is another Magic Pixel.
Wait till I tell Val that, believe it or not, out of all these cool tables, this is one of her favorite tables. Yeah. For some reason, she loves this table, so she'll probably want to put in a score maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
She loves this table.
It's definitely a fun
long play table too. I mean, you're going to be playing. If you're a good pinball player, you're gonna have a long game.
Yep. Top Hand, that's another great table.
Great retro title.
Yep. So go ahead and put those scores in. Like I said, the weeks are winding down for the points setup. And I don't know how we're going to do the giveaway yet. I do this daily. I make it up as I go, but we're going to have a random drawing. So you may win that. You may win that Super Pocket. Who's to say? But you got to play. Mm-hmm. You got to play. And if it's not just these tournaments, go to Team McCloskey and Arcade Talk. Y'all are playing, I believe, Fishtails.
Oh yeah, we're playing Fishtails this week. Is what we're playing.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is a free table on
free, costs nothing, absolutely free, and you can play it on PS4, PS5, Steam. It's everywhere, so it's free.
So I challenge you, if you don't have this and you don't have it on PlayStation, go to Steam. It's free to download, guys. It's a free game, and look for Team McCloskey. I think it's Kent is the code.
Yeah. I got a quick video if you want to see the code. You want to see a little bit? Okay.
Yeah, roll that video.
T. McCloskey, Papa Brad's Gaming, part of Arcade Talk Show presents Zen Studios Pinball Tournament. This week's table is
Yeehaw! It's Fishtails. Welcome everybody. Some Fishtails. Let's catch some fish today. There you go, folks. There's a little Fishtail gameplay for you.
So to join our tournament, all you have to do is go into Pinball FX, whatever console or platform you're using. Just pull it up. Go ahead, hit play. And you can play this on just about everything out there except for the Nintendo Switch. You can play on the PS4, PS5, all the Xboxes, OTG on AtGames products. So you can join many ways on these tournaments. So once Pinball FX loads up, just go over to the Tournaments tab, which is right here. Once the Tournament tab loads up, if you don't see our tournament, go ahead and go up to the search ID and put in KTND and hit enter. Our tournament should show up. Just go ahead and click on it, and you can check out the leaderboards, or you can go ahead and hit play. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And one.
Well, anyway, there you go. Some fish tails.
That is awesome, and so there you have it, guys. So it's free to play. It's free to download. Another cool thing that I like about Steam is you'll be able to connect with your other friends and people, in the community. You'll be able to connect with me. You'll be able to connect with Papa Brad, and you'll know when we're online playing. So it's good camaraderie. I can't even say that correctly tonight, but I would like to see. Hopefully, maybe AtGames could get to that point. You'll be able to see your other friends when they're on.
That would be cool.
And then hell, you may have a little side party or whatever, and be able to challenge in private rooms. So I think we're just scratching the surface. So much we can do.
The thing about with fish tails too, I have a video I just put up on my channel. It tells you all about this pinball table, where it came from, the history of it, how to play it, like how do you get a good score? Because when I first played this game, I hated it. I hate it because I did not understand. You don't shoot the middle. Yeah. The middle is the dead zone. Like you shoot the middle, you're going to drain. But once you learn how to play it, this is one of those games where strategy is a big part of it. I have a great video on my channel. It's going to teach you a little bit about how to play the game, the history of the game. It's a lot of fun. So check out my Fishtails video. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely check that out. And if you're just, want to be part of the AtGames, their Flipper Friends is going on. We've got Egypt, Woods Queen, Battlestar Galactica is going on. And just on the side note, you can play in your 4K or HD. If you got HD, they've thrown Genie into the mix. But it's next week's for Flippers and Friends that I'm looking forward to, and next week's table because South Park is coming.
Yeah.
I am so
excited for that one. High Scores and Tap.
I'm telling you, if they did a cabinet on South Park was like one of the very first virtual pinball tables that I played and absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah, and that's a 2-pack. You get the Butters and the South Park table.
Butters is so great. I got started out with South Park, then Butters, and then I went on to Archers and Bob's Burgers and Family Guy, and I was hooked. I'm like, I need one of these machines for real here for virtual pinball. It's where it's at. So I have gone on here for about 43 minutes, which is long for me because I am not a YouTube streamer. Though I play.
One more thing, High Scores and Tap. Can we show the sales that are going on right now from
AtGames? Yes. Please take.
I'm not going to put the codes here, but there's a code where you can get $50 off on any pinball table if you want to get one of these pinball machines.
Put your link up.
A quick video. It's like 1 minute. Can I play it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. This will show you all the deals going on right now. They have a special sale going on. This is Papa Brad's Gaming coming at you with the Thanksgiving grab sale. And boy, do I got some deals for you. I got $50 off on all the hottest AtGames pinball tables. I got referral codes. Check the description of this video. You can get it the way you want it. You want it with SSF? You want it without? It's all about choices. But you know what's not a choice? To get $50 off. Just click on my referral link. Boom. Just like that, you get $50 off the table you want. Shabam! The 2024 pre-Thanksgiving AtGames grab sale. Let's go. And as always, thank you for supporting the channel and stay legit. There you go. Gobble, gobble.
Absolutely, man. That's a great way to get it in. So I know there was some people in the stream that were saying, hey, I'm cooking. I'm watching this on my TV, so it's playing in the background. So for those playing in the background, if your significant other or family member is listening right now to someone who is a fan, hey, Christmas is coming. We would like gifts for pinball packs. We want AtGames gifts. So just want to put that out there for the significant others in the family. That's what do I get this person? Get them AtGames is what they want. So I want to throw that out there. Papa, I believe that is about all I've got for tonight.
That's all I got. Yeah,
I'll probably think of 10 things when I get off here. But once again, thank you again for hosting. Thank you, Gregory. Thanks for hosting last week. Thank you to Brooklyn Menace for stepping in last week. I really appreciate it. And the show was a lot better for it because y'all are way more polished.
Congratulations to all the weekly winners.
Absolutely, congrats.
Playing. Respect to everyone that played. Everyone that played. I don't care if you came in last. So respect to you for going out there and playing and being a gamer.
Yes, we love seeing those names on the leaderboards, and I love seeing new names. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell that kid you can't stand down the street. Come on, get in on it. So that's about all I got this evening. Just remember, I want to see you on the leaderboards.
And stay legit.
Thanks, guys. See you next week, and happy gaming.